Stop number 4 on the Castrol GTX Indy Car series brings us to Canadian Tire Raceway here in, I think Ontario. I think is where the track is at. It's the running of the Canadian Grand Prix, as we are set for 11 laps racing around the Canadian Tire track. And so far, 3 races in the season, we've had an exciting 3 races so far. And points battle separated by only 4 points from the first to the third spots, but let's not get ahead of ourselves because we have a long season left to go. So with that all said, let's get to the starting line for today's running of this event. This is the second straight race that we have on a road course here. We did a race at Mexico City, the last stop on the tour, which ended up with a caution finish. So hopefully today won't end up that way, but we'll see what happens. On the pole in the number 28 DHL Honda will be Blaine Keys. He'll be on the pole for today's event. Beside him, in number 63 Honda will be DJ Curtis. He'll be alongside. Row 2 at the wheel of the number 95 Red Bull Honda will find Abe Troxel. Beside him, the number 19 Honda, it's Joshua Osborne. He's alongside. Row 3 in the number 26 Honda will be Elijah Gordon, and Gordon Honda sweeping the top 5 spots in qualifying. And the first non-Honda product in the field, Sam Rogers, in the number 56 Menards Glidden Quaker State Buick. He'll be alongside one of the 2 Buicks in the field. Then it's Dylan Young in the number 2 Verizon Chevrolet. He'll be on the inside. Beside him, the number 60 Valvoline Chevrolet of James Richardson is alongside. Then it's Dallas McIntosh, the championship leader, winner of 2 or 3 races so far this season. In the number 16 National Guard Honda, he'll be alongside the number 3 Hitachi Chevrolet. It's Dylan Thoreau. He's on the outside. Then it's Austin Geip in the number 5 Dollar General Honda. He'll be alongside the number 32 Glidden Menards Quaker State Buick of Amar Stoudemire Jr. He's on the outside. He's 11th in the standings coming in. Then it's Pete Chulun in the second Red Bull Honda. He's in the number 35 car. He's alongside the number 83 Chevrolet of Derek Pemberton. He's alongside. Then it's Nathan Hood in the number 67 Honda. He's on the inside. Beside him will be the number 14 Honda of Levi Schoens, driving for A.J. Foyt. In the next row down, we'll find the number 77 Honda of Cab Shearer. He'll be alongside the number 61 Ferrari Indy Car that's been making all the headlines this season. It's Nick Gunther. He's not the points leader, but he's had some solid runs in that car. So Nick Gunther and the only Ferraris on the outside, number 61. Then it's Nicholas Romero, the number 29 Ford EcoBoost Ford powered Indy Car, one of 3 Fords in the field. Beside him, number 81 Coca-Cola Chevrolet, it's Lyndon Wright. He's on the outside for Black and Red Racing. Then it's Johnny Gardner, number 4 National Guard Honda, the Dan Weldon Tribute. Will be alongside the number 90. It'll be the number 12 Verizon Chevrolet of Ryan George III Penske car in the field. Yeah, I think he's the third or fourth one. I think he's the third one. Anyway, Marty Johnson, number 34 Honda, is on the inside and beside the next row down, and beside him, number 58 Hesh Ford of Jason Blanford is alongside. Then it's Davey Johnson, the number 70 Castrol GTX Honda. He'll be on the inside of the next row down, and beside him, the number 99, the number 99 Lotus powered Indy Car, the only Lotus in the field. It's Levi McIntyre for Rockin' Wrestling Racing. The Target Ganassi cars share a row together. The number 10 car of John Arndt is on the inside, but in a Chevrolet, in the number 10 Target Chip Ganassi Chevrolet. And beside him in the other Target Chip Ganassi Chevrolet, the number 9 car, it's Leon Alvarez. He's on the outside. Then it's Alex Hawkins, the number 15 National Guard Honda. Beside him, in the number 13 Geico Chevrolet powered Indy Car, it's Seth Cole. He's alongside. Then let's get the command of firing engines here at Canadian Tire.
Drivers, start your engines!
As we get firing engines because we're racing here today on this 2.45 mile road course at Canadian Tire Raceway in Ontario, the Canadian Grand Prix. This is one of 2 international stops on the circuit. We had to stop at Mexico City the last time on the tour. And we have, now we go from the south of the border to north of the border here. I had thought of the Canadian Grand Prix doing Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, but since that track is a death trap, we moved it to Canadian Tire Raceway, and of course a lot of people seem to like this track anyway. Field coming out of the last turn, the green flag race. We are underway. The Canadian Grand Prix is on. Blaine Keys leads him down here. DJ Curtis in the battle with Abe Troxel for the second position. That's DJ in the pink car. Here comes Joshua Osborne on the inside of Abe as they go down into the turn. Up the hill, and then they go down through the S-turn part of the course, one of the sharp turns of the course. Here it comes right here. This turn can be trouble. And everybody gets through safely. Yes, they do. See, Blaine Keys has already pulled away to a very substantial lead over the battle for second between Abe Troxel and DJ Curtis, and DJ not wanting to give up that spot easily, but Abe takes the lead away as Keys, I should say, leads the first lap of the race. Abe Troxel in second spot, third is DJ Curtis, fourth Joshua Osborne, fifth position is now Elijah Gordon. Dylan Young running in sixth position, and he has one of our in-car cameras in today's event. On board with Dylan Young. Here he comes through that sharp section of the course right there, down to about 41 miles an hour in first gear. And watch him accelerate this long straightaway here. Third gear. Fourth gear. Increasing to 160 miles an hour. 170. That's 183 miles an hour at that turn part of the course. Basically what a lap around Canadian Tire Raceway looks like here. And that last lap for Dylan Young, 120.5 miles an hour. Differs slightly from the 122.7 that Blaine Keys laid down his lap. And Keys looking very strong at the moment. Driving for Andretti Autosport Racing, the number 28 DHL car. And here he comes through that dangerous section of the course. And a battle for fourth going on between Joshua Osborne and Elijah Gordon. Under the Mobile One's banner of the course. And Elijah just about touched with Osborne as they come down through the turn, and whoa! Joshua not wanting to give up that spot easily, but I think he just let up and said, "You're faster than I am, Elijah. Take it." Osborne is our second in-car camera in this event. We've completed 3 of 11 laps in this race. Trying to get back up underneath Elijah Gordon, though, but Elijah's got such power in the 26 car. Osborne driving the Justin Wilson tribute here in this event. Let's see how fast Osborne takes it through this sharp turn. 43 miles an hour in first gear. That's what we saw Dylan Young take it. also at 183 miles an hour through that long straightaway part of the course. Actually, you actually have a little bit of a turn on that straightaway coming out of that dangerous corner, but they do make up a lot of speed through that part of the course. Dylan Young giving a spot to Sam Rogers in the number 6 in the 56 car as he runs 6th position as the yellow flag has flown here for the first time here today. Yellow flag flying on lap number 5, and it looks like Marty Johnson, I think, in the 34 car that has spun. Let's see whereabouts on the course it was at. Nope, it was the 11 of JT Bryant that spun. Oh my gosh, he and John Arndt. Boy, poor John Arndt's got such bad luck in our competition. It's not even funny. He came down on JT. JT bunny hops a little bit. Oh my gosh, and JT Bryant up and over goes the FedEx Indy Car, the Denny Hamlin custom. Gee whiz. JT unfortunately out of the race though, no question about it. And Arndt was battling actually it was Seth Cole as we here on board John Arndt's car. Wow. So it's 4 laps in the books and 7 laps to go in this race. Blaine Keys has the lead here in the Canadian Grand Prix. Abe Troxel runs in 2nd position as the lights in the pace car are still on. Now it's turned off. Blaine Keys is the leader of the race here. 2nd position belonging to Abe Troxel in second spot. 3rd is DJ Curtis. 4th is Elijah Gordon. 5th, Joshua Osborne. 6th position, Sam Rogers. 7th is Dylan Young. 8th, James Richardson. Austin Guy running in 9th. And Dallas McIntosh, the winner of 2 races this season at Phoenix and Homestead, the opening races of the year. He runs in the 10th position. McIntosh didn't have quite as good a run on the last stop in the tour at Mexico City in the Mexican Grand Prix, but having a solid run here in the Canadian Grand Prix here at Canadian Tire Raceway. But Blaine Keys has led him all the way so far here as the field has a couple more turns left before the restart, which will be on lap number 7. We will have 5 laps to go. So this race actually going by this race actually is very quick. I should have added more laps actually to this race, but green flag waves on lap number 7 here at Canadian Tire. DJ Curtis going to the inside now on Abe Troxel for 2nd spot already. DJ was the outside pole sitter in this event. But Abe Troxel not giving it up very easily as Joshua Osborne now goes up trying to go underneath Elijah Gordon for the number 4 spot rather. As Blaine Keys continues to show the way. Whoa, and Curtis and Troxel touch going down to that part of the course. DJ Curtis takes the 2nd spot away, and now in the battle for 4th here, Osborne takes 4th now from Elijah Gordon, and now Elijah's going to feel the pressure from Sam Rogers in the number 56 car, the leading Buick in the field. 4 laps to go. Field averaging with a speed of 87.5 miles an hour at this point here. DJ Curtis, though, closing up on Blaine Keys for the lead. Curtis looking pretty strong here. Abe Troxel is actually not far behind him as well. 3-car battle here. 2 of them you actually can throw a blanket over. And this is where the good passing opportunity is right there. Curtis took a little wide that time, and Troxel tried to get back up underneath him, but nothing doing. Few uphill parts of this course right here. Nathan Hood having a battle here with Amar Stoudemer Jr. That's for 14th spot. Stoudemer runs 15th in the field. One of the 2 Menards Racing Buicks in the field. Taking to the field here, Kev Scheer running in 16th position, 17th is Levi Shones. Johnny Gardner running 18th, just ahead of Lyndon Wright. Nicholas Romero in 20th position, 21st, Jason Blanford, 22nd, Ryan George, 23rd, Leon Alvarez. Levi McIntyre in 24th, Davey Johnson 25th. Alex Hawkins in 26th position. Here comes that dangerous course, part of the course again. 26th is Sky Cummins. 27th, Seth Cole. 26th is Alex Hawkins. 27th is Sky Cummins. 28th, Seth Cole. 29th is Keith Batson. 30th is Jesse Turner. 31st, Daniel Olson. 32nd is Nathan Hudson. Joshua Sakuli, 33rd. 34th, Paul Barber. 35th. In 36th position, Zachary Fitzwater. Made that 35th, though. Chris Dodson, 36th position. Then Joshua Collard and Marty Johnson in last place. The 11, 10, and 61 are both out of the race there. Somehow Nick Gunther's out of the race in a 61 car early on as well, and so the only Ferrari finishing last in the field. But meanwhile, Blaine Keys has basically checked out. He's got 1 and 1/10 seconds on the 63 car of DJ Curtis. Runs in second position. Joshua Osborne taking third away from Abe Troxel. On board with Osborne. And the field knows they'll be seeing the white flag this time by at Canadian Tire Raceway. Blaine Keys sees the white flag waving. He has 1 lap remaining in the Canadian Grand Prix. DJ Curtis closed in just a little bit though, but only 0.07 of a second, so he's gonna have to hope for a mistake out of Blaine Keys' car. But it doesn't look possible at the moment, though. Elijah Gordon now takes 4th. Troxel drops to 5th, and now he's under fire from Sam Rogers and Dylan Young. Down the straightaway they go. There, Blaine Keys has got it all in hand in a number 28 DHL powered Honda as he flies down into the turn. And he has not won yet so far. He came into this race right up there in the points chase, and he is going to do it today. Blaine Keys is going to win here in the Canadian Grand Prix at Canadian Tire Raceway. Keys came in this race 10th place in the standings. He's going to move up quite a bit, though, at that run. DJ Curtis comes home 2nd. 3rd, Joshua Osborne. Fourth will go to Elijah Gordon. Fifth to Abe Truxell. Sixth is Sam Rogers. Austin Geick got past Dylan Young for 7th. Young finishes 8th. James Richardson 9th. And 10th place will be Dallas McIntosh. So a great finish here today in the Canadian Grand Prix. Even though it really wasn't much of a race, though, as Blaine Keys has led them all from the pole to the podium here today. Blaine Keys wins at 97.784 miles an hour, the average speed of this event, but slowed by that one yellow flag. Dylan Thoreau comes home 11th. 12th was Derek Pemberton. Pichu London 13th. 14th Nathan Hood of Marstown, Virginia 15th. Kev Shearer 16th. Levi Shones in 17th. Lyndon Wright got past Johnny Gardner for 18th in the race. Gardner 19th, and Nicholas Romero comes home in 20th spot. As we take a look at the rest of the finishing order here, there's some notables here. Oh, and sweet. Oh gosh, now all of a sudden we got pit road bangers here. Blaine Keys hits the end of the pit wall. DJ Curtis and Joshua Osborne hit the end of the pit wall. Austin Geick did the same thing. Wall's going to do it. Joshua Collard misses the end of the pit wall. Actually missed the entrance of the pit road totally. And who else? Nathan Hudson hit the end of the pit wall. So does Paul Barber. But anyway, go through your notables here. Ryan George was 21st in that third Penske machine here. Jason Blandford 22nd. Leon Alvarez, Davey Johnson, Levi McIntyre, Alex Hawkins, Seth Cole, and Sky Cummins the top 28. And then Keith Batson, Jesse Turner, Daniel Olson, Nathan Hudson, Joshua Zakuli, Paul Barber, Zachary Fitzwater, Chris Dodd, Joshua Collard, Marty Johnson, the finishers in this race. JT Bryant, John Arndt, and Nick Gunther are all out of the race. So with that all said, though, Blaine Keys is your winner in the running of the is your winner here today in the Canadian Grand Prix. His first win of the season, as I said, he came in his race 10th place in the points chase. Dallas McIntosh was the championship leader coming in. I'm trying to see where Nick Gunther had his problems. But anyway, so the next stop on the tour for the Castrol GTX Indy Car Series will be Atlanta Motor Speedway. We'll be going to the old Atlanta instead of the new Atlanta version. So with that all said, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.